Okay, so here's an attempt to talk through the Galaxy Fenix 5 buttons and what they do. So you'll see on the left hand side there's 3 buttons. On the right there's one that's red, and another one that's down there that's not red. Okay, firstly, to activate the light, this is top left one, so that will just undim the screen. It will just basically turn it on and off. If you push and hold this button, it will bring up one of the menus. So if you push and hold it, this gives you the little kind of menu wheel. These 2 buttons here will navigate around that, so we kind of go left and around. And then the other one, so the middle one kind of goes up and down, and these 2 do actually do the work through the actual other menu structures of the phone as well. Of the watch. Okay, to act on any of those, it's actually this top right button. So if I hit the Wi-Fi right now, it's going to search for a Wi-Fi network. It won't find one. Okay, so and then this other button on the bottom right, so the red button is kind of like the action button, so it does an action. The bottom button down here is kind of like the cancel out button, so it'll exit out of that menu. If we again push and hold on that, if we push that again, it just turns the light on and off again, so it's sort of like the hold is getting into the entry. Okay, next 2, the up and down. So on a normal screen, if you go down, it basically is going to go through the different screens. So this here is the steps screen. This here is the last 4 hours of heart rate. This here is the stress reading. Of course, there's no stress reading at the moment because it's not on a wrist, because I can't film and do that at the same time. Temperature reading. I'm assuming that's actually temperature of the watch itself or the wrist that it's against. Notifications, calendar, information from Garmin Connect. Oh, hey, check that. There's our temperature and relative humidity and so forth. Training status, which I don't know what it does. Barometer, altimeter, and other bits like exercise you've done and so forth. Compass, altimeter, yeah. Sunrise and sunset, I like that. As well as how many calories you burnt in the last exercise, and kind of how much you got left to burn for the day. Okay. Now in any of those screens, you can dive in for a bit of additional detail. So on the steps screen, for example, I think if we push the top right button, it will give us additional screens about that. So distance, steps, and so forth. And so again, pushing the bottom right button get us out of it. Apologies, trying to find a convenient position to film this. So it's again that bottom right button will get in and out. Again, likewise, you can dive into a bit of detail on other screens. Actually, let's go for stress. Oh, apparently I'm medium stress, which is funny because it's not even connected to anything. Alright, so if we push and hold this button again, you'll see the stress ratings over the last 4 hours. Little reminder to relax, perhaps. There's only those 2 screens on there. Pushing back out again. Alright, next off, starting an activity. So that's on this top right button here. So if you jump into here, I've got some predefined favorite activities. So again, up and down to go through the favorites. So that's the bottom left and middle. Non-favorite activities, so other ones that I've added. You can add more. Again, the activity button on the top right will do that. And so you can choose a bunch of other activities that you can have. Again, I'm going to cancel out, so the bottom right again. So when I start an activity, we jump in and we go, okay, I'm going to go for a bike ride, and I'm going to hit start, and it's then going to get a GPS lock. Hasn't actually started yet. It's still looking for my bike, but it's not going to find it because my bike's not near me. Again, if you push the start button, we'll start the activity, and again, stop button to stop. I think there are things like lap timers, so if this thing is started, you can then I think hit this button here, and it's going to call it a lap or 2 laps and so forth. Again, stopping up top. You'll notice that when we stop, you also got menu. Again, the menu options you can get through from the up and down here. So, and I'm going to discard that because I don't want to save that into my Garmin. And that's basically it. The only other thing is, so once we've exited out, so from the main screen, do the other buttons do anything? So bottom right, if I push it, nothing. Push and hold, nothing. Again, those up and downs. If I push the center button in and hold it, we'll get some menus. Again, so ups and downs. So the ability to change the watch face, clock, and again, it's the same sort of activity, pushing the top right to get through these things. Backing out again, and I think bottom left button, if it's push and held, it doesn't do anything from what I recall, and that's correct. All right, there we go.